Sorry for that.
This is part duet. So, anyways, as I was saying, when I got out of my relationship with my ex-fiance, I wrote on a sticky note, I put it in my mirror, you are beautiful, no matter who eyes are on you. You matter to yourself. And I looked at that every single morning after I washed my face and brushed my teeth. And I said that to myself every single morning. And I don't have it anymore just because I've moved so many times that I lost it. But
now you can just write a new one.
I know I could write a new one, but I just haven't. Because I have it in my mind all the time.
That's
and
good. See, you shouldn't need to stick it in
exactly.
anymore. It's over here. We are beautiful.
Exactly.
You watching this video are beautiful or handsome.
Yeah, or handsome. Or gorgeous. Gorgeous, darling. Gorgeous. But you should never, and this is something that I've learned, that my, exes used to be like, oh, Jenna, you look so beautiful in makeup. Why don't you wear makeup all the time? Because I don't need makeup. It doesn't make me beautiful.
We're natural.
I'm beautiful.
This is natural beauty right
here.
here.
I'm beautiful. My mother gave me what I have. My mother and father gave me what I have, and I'm gorgeous without makeup. With makeup, I just look,
more so.
more beautiful, and it does. But I'm telling you right now, 90% of the time when I'm out with my boyfriend, I don't wear any makeup. And if I do, it's to cover up my bags because I have bags. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be like, whatever. I don't sleep a lot. So I have, no, it's not from all the sex. It's from all the masturbation. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
We had to lighten up the
bed. But no, I mean, you shouldn't have a boyfriend that's like, you only look beautiful with makeup. No, you don't.
He should always accept you for who you are.
You should look good no matter if you're waking up in the morning after you've had a really long night of drinking.
And you're all like this.
And you're disheveled.
And you have raccoon eyes.
You've got like drool coming out of your mouth and you're like.
And half your clothes are all
you should be beautiful no matter what. You should even be beautiful after you've had a night of drinking and are puking in the toilet. He should be like, he should be like, baby,
I love you.
I love you. You're gorgeous. Go throw up.
Let me hold your hair.
Yeah, he should be able to hold your hair unless he's like one of the people that are.
Advice.
Yeah, that's true. Oh well.
So, moral of this story is
love yourself.
Number 1, love yourself.
Number 2,
and be comfortable with yourself before you are comfortable or in love with anybody else. Can't be in a relationship unless you're okay with the number 1 person in your life, which should always be yourself. And then it's not selfish, it's not egotistical. No. You should always be okay with yourself before you're okay with anybody else.
You absolutely should.
No fakers.
Number 2, if you're in an abusive relationship, get out. You need, if you need to take time to get money ready or find another place to live.
You're not alone, by the way.
Need support.
People will always be there. Even the people that have left you because you stayed in the relationship and they didn't approve of it, if you called them, they will still be there. They will be there at the door, picking you up, putting your suitcase in the back, saying, do you need $20? Do you need to stay at my house overnight? Do you need to stay on the couch or something? Where do you need to go?
That was
me.
They
will be there.
I stopped talking to this girl for, what, a year?
Year and a half.
A year. And she finally came to her senses for the 10,000th time.
That's another story.
And said, Jew, I need you right now. And I dropped what I was doing. I was actually, I think I was out, with a bunch of people.
I don't know what you're
and I left, and I went and picked her up. And I drove her, remember I drove you to, what's his face's house? Yeah. Yeah, and I picked her up. I even went as far as after a 12-hour workday, I drove to the city, I sat in my car, I waited for the cops to show up so she could go inside and get all of her shit to bring to my place to stay with me and my then boyfriend, who was also a douche because he was just,
Actually, fun side note, we're going to put it right here, is my ex's nickname is DB because he was a douchebag. Granted, this is a good thing to know. I'm not saying it works with everybody. I'm not saying you should stay in contact with the ex-controlling, abusive asshole. But I happen to stay in contact with him because he still has some of my stuff and because we shared an apartment. We had to talk about these things. It took us a really long time to be on good terms, but right now I can say that he and I have a quasi-friendship.
And it's
where we're able
okay.
to talk to each other, we're able to share things. He actually, when he's going through stuff, he says, "Hey, can you call me? I could really use your advice right now." And we're able to have that because we were close and we shared a lot. There was a lot of positive amongst the negative.
Yes. And as long as like she said, if they're willing to get help and you feel like you can stay with that, then you also need to learn what you're doing to trigger the situation, whether it be abusive, alcohol, drugs, even emotional. We didn't talk about emotional.
We didn't, but we have many videos to come.
Yes, we'll hit emotional
But
in
at the same,
another
if they
video.
say that they're willing to get help, it can't just be a verbal thing. It can't be like, "Oh baby, I'm so sorry. I'll never do that to you again."
They have to prove
Blah blah
it.
blah. I'll get help, and then nothing happens. And they say that they like bought you flowers or they let you go hang out with your friends. Letting you hang out with your friends is not them improving.
No.
It's them still having control over you and making you feel like you got permission to do what you should be able to do.
No matter
So
what.
make sure that it's a actual steps forward, that you can see it. That is an emphasis,
Progress.
huge emphasis you have to make is go. There's a lot of churches who offer anger management classes for free. You just go. It's just like an AA class. You go on like a Thursday night every week, and they are able to talk about the issues. If you want to go with him for that, do that because sometimes he'll need you there.
I would suggest maybe the first 2 or 3 times, if he so chooses to do this and you so choose to stay with him, maybe the first couple of times you let him do his own thing. But then if he ever comes to you and says, baby, honey, sweetie, sugar, name, and says, I really feel that, you might be triggering some of my emotional side, and I feel like maybe you should come and share, and you should do that because you'll
He can't
also
just
learn
say
for
it's not my
yourself.
fault. You're doing this on your
Right.
own. It's not fair to him.
You're not
If
just
you want to
sitting
be in
on
the
the couch and
relationship,
he
then
comes
it's
and
two of
smacks
you.
you. It
That's
doesn't work
different.
like that. If it does, then it is him. If you're just sitting there like this and he walks through the
Like,
door and he just smacks the living crap out of you, then no, you obviously did not do anything wrong unless you were sitting with a man groping you or something.
Different.
Then,
There's so many details that go
yeah,
into it, but most likely you weren't doing anything to instigate it.
right. If you do instigate it, you need to realize that you are taking part in his behavior. And it sucks, and I know it does because I went through it with her, but you still need to realize that, you know what? I need to take a step back and I need to check myself.
What am I doing in this relationship
Right.
that is either hindering or helping it? My ex had court ordered therapy sessions he went to, and the therapist asked if I would join for a couple, and I did. And she taught us a lot of coping strategies when we would get into the heat of the moment to prevent it from escalating it further and to bring us back down. She taught us a lot of different things. We used to have things posted up on the fridge that we'd refer to. Granted, it didn't help, but I'm not saying it's not going to help for every relationship. For us, it didn't help because when I would step back and say, "Remember what your therapist said? Maybe we should do this," and he was already too angry. And a lot of times it could just be that I didn't think about the coping techniques soon enough in the fight. So there's a lot of ways that you can get help in the relationship and stay in it, and you could get married and have babies and grow old together and be fine. It's not always a bad thing, but the most important thing is that you realize what's happening, you admit it to yourself, you're not in denial, and you get help for you and for him, and don't make it alone. There's other people, his family and his friends, your family and your friends, they should be there to support you and help you as well.
And sometimes it is also a chemical imbalance.
That's true.
I'm
pretty sure my ex was bipolar.
I know somebody right now who's actually going through it, and her boyfriend is fine. He finally admitted, yes, I have a problem, and she is staying with him because she does love him, and he is doing what he's saying that he's going to do. He went to therapy, and for him, it is a chemical imbalance, and he's taking medication. And already I can see a change in not only her demeanor towards life, towards her friends. She's calling a lot more often. She's happy. She doesn't say, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, he did this. What should I do? I don't know. I called the cops, but they didn't show, and da 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 da. She's happy, and she does things with him now, and they go out together, not only, as a couple, but she also does her own thing and he does his, and they're not at each other's throats anymore. And it's a good thing because he admitted that he has issues.
Not
and,
only admitted, but then went out and got the
right.
help for the issue.
And she finally, after I've told her, God, for the last, I don't know, whatever, year, I said, you instigate a lot of it. Because she did. She always, he would come home and be like, oh, I did this, this, and this. And if he didn't get to one thing that she asked him to do, why the hell didn't you do this? What the fuck? Blah 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 blah. And then that would completely
That's where
escalate.
it would be her fault.
Right. And it would escalate into, I'm gonna choke you or I'm gonna beat you because I didn't do one fucking thing. That's where she went wrong. She could have been like, oh baby, thank you. I'm praising you. I love you. You did wonderful. Maybe tomorrow you can get to that one thing.
I appreciate you.
Always make sure you say that you appreciate who you're with. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.
I love you.
I love you too.
Alright, well, we're done with that.
We covered a lot of stuff, but it all came back to one basic concept of controlling negative relationships. How to acknowledge that you're in it, how to address it with the person you're with, how to get help, and how to solve the problem or get out of the relationship.
Oh, also one real quick little side note. Some therapists will do it for free.
Pro bono.
Pro bono, like lawyers. If you find a good therapist, sometimes they'll help you out and they'll be like, you know what, I could do, a couple sessions for free, or we'll try to help you out with your insurance or whatever. You can, there's a lot of resources, a lot of them. We'll post some stuff up, like websites, links, and such things. So I think you should comment, rate,
let us know
subscribe.
How you like our advice, and give us ideas for more videos, for more advice videos, and just videos in general, because we're kind of at a loss. We probably would just record ourselves being like, we're crazy.
Right. Which we are.
I'm the dude, I'm the Chaz, blah, 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 let's sing, That would be it. That would be all of our videos all the time.
Right, and
that would get old and boring.
We don't want that. We
would be entertained constantly, but you guys would be annoyed. So
yeah. So we want to do, we want both of the spectrum, the crazy side of us and the real serious. This is Dr. our serious
Drew.
face.
Dr. Drew.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew. Yeah. So rate, quote.
Comment.
Not quote.
Share.
Well, you can quote us.
We share on FB, on Facebook. We're not going to tell you.
We're going to make a TheJewNChaz.
Oh, we forgot to. We meant to. We're going to do that.
We're going to do that probably right now.
And we'll link it on our channel.
Yeah, and, share your own stories.
Yeah, a minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah, share your own stories. Give advice if you, live somewhere else and you know of a good place to go to. A safe haven.
We only know stuff in our state, so you need to share.
Yeah, which is Illinois. So
the IL.
Yeah, we're Illinois. So comment. Give us a video response if you so choose to. We would love that. If you've been in
a relationship and you have advice and you have things that you could tell people or share with us, share it on our page and let us know. Say, I was in a relationship and this is what I did and this is what worked, this is what didn't. This is the result. Share. We're very open. We got big ears.
We are.
Actually, I have very small ears.
Yes. Whatever. I don't really care. I like me, so.
Because I'm beautiful and she's beautiful.
Yes. Make sure you tell yourself that every single morning or night.
If you need us to call you and tell you, we will.
I will.
Message us your phone number.
And I will call you and I will say, hey, this is the Jew and we love you and you're gorgeous inside and out. It does not matter. So, okay, we're going to go. We love you lots. Peace.